I really want us to have this girl talk, but it is like 100 and something degrees outside, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna have it in the car. Let's go get coffee and then we're gonna talk.
Welcome to Starbucks. What can I start for you?
Hi, can I get 2 small shaken espressos?
2 small shaken espressos. What else for you?
Yeah, can I get those with sugar-free vanilla and no classic?
Yeah.
That'll be all. You guys, trying to find a place to record is one of the hardest things for me because it is. Okay, but it's cafecito time. I have my coffee ready to go because it's chisme time. Coffee's okay. Okay, so I was trying really hard to find like a topic, something that I felt like I could actually like talk about, relate to, and I just want to speak on like our first gen problems. And I don't even know if this fully applies to me. Like, I don't know how to word it. Okay, follow me here. So yes, I'm Mexican. Yes, we come from Mexico. My family is from Mexico. I was born and raised here. But even with all that being said, like, I don't really feel like I was born and raised here in a way, because we're not just from Mexico de la ciudad, we are from El Rancho. And by that I mean, like, even my Spanish is not like el 100% proper. My mom says que nunca aprendí ni el inglés ni el español, so where does that leave me? And it's crazy to me because lately, and I feel kind of like happy in a way, but kind of sad, that I came across this group, like at least this little site of TikTok, very small, of other females that are going through something similar. We have like a whole different kind of struggle, like donde we feel like we don't fully fit in, we don't fully belong to any group, and we are just getting by. And it's so weird to me because I feel like I mean, obviously we all deserve a place to belong, a place to fit in, but I mean, these crazy cultural backgrounds or background stories that not everybody's aware of and that we carry in us. I don't even know how to word it, if that makes any sense. So let me start off by talking about how it feels like to be a first gen, at least for myself. Again, I know I can't speak for everybody because everybody has a different background, but for myself, I feel like even to this day, I'm 29 years old, and to this day I literally feel like I don't belong half of the time. Like, yes, puedo estar haciendo estos videos, puedo estar haciendo TikToks y toda la cosa, but where do I belong? Because I don't feel Mexican enough, and yet I don't feel American enough. And it's like wherever I go, like if I go to like a Mexican setting, like si voy al bazar, I'm like, I can't relate 100%, or like maybe like half the things I can relate or vibe to. And then I'm in an American setting, it's like I literally know I'm the only Mexican in there, and even then it's like I can't vibe half the time, or I don't think their jokes are funny, and I see their faces, they don't think my jokes are funny. So I have become this very quiet person sometimes, that I'm just like awkward and weird, and like I'm not even scared to admit it anymore because it is what it is. Like, this is me. And so I hope somebody out there listens to this and is like, oh my gosh, yo también, because gosh, like, nobody should be feeling alone. So hopefully this new turn in series in my videos can reach at least one of you guys. And it's so funny, well, not funny, but whenever I moved into the neighborhood I am now, I heard that we stuck out, that he felt like he didn't belong here. And when I asked a few more questions to try to be like, ¿por qué?, it was for the same reason. And I'm like, chinga. So I'm not the only one that feels like this, because it's not a topic that I ever really bring up. Like, how are we gonna be drinking or having a good time, and then I'm over here like, me siento rara. You know what I mean? Like, so I always shut up and I never like bring up this topic, even with my partner. So long story short, he also feels like that. And as somebody that's been going through this feeling for a very, very long time, even like in coming up in school, like it was fine and dandy like elementary, because it was like I was with my ESL buddies, I was with all my like friends. Like it was, I feel like elementary was probably my favorite one, because I have people that I could relate to, like in the aspect of they were struggling in both English and Spanish, and we were stuck in these classes. I don't know, I guess trying to learn English and Spanish. I don't even know what we learned, but I know that their parents only knew Spanish, so it made me feel good and it was a better feeling. Now junior high was more the transition. It was more like, still more primarily Hispanic, but it was still very it was, you could see the change. And then in high school it was a cultural shock for me, because then I'm like the only like little Mexican girl sitting in a classroom, in an AP classroom full of like kids that I did not look like and had nothing in common with. So I went from this loud obnoxious girl to this very like quiet, I don't want to talk, I rather you guys think I'm dumb than think I am fully capable of doing these class projects like the rest of you guys. Like the culture was so different, like besides the appearance, like, which by the way, in being quiet, I very much started being very observant of everything around me, to the point where I simply started changing a lot of things. Not because I wanted to be like them, so to say, but I knew I had a choice to make. Either quedarme en mis costumbres, and I don't know where I was gonna go, or I would try to fit an image and try to adapt to my surroundings so I could potentially do something else, which has brought me a lot of problems to this day, where I have all these identity problems. So I don't know how good of a thing that was. I changed like from the way I dress to the things I listen to. So yes, I don't know. Again, I had nothing, like these kids were like spending weekends at their beach house in a different state, while me, I was allowed to go to a Mexican club at 15, which it was like fun and it was like the best thing. But now looking back, I'm like, oh, my daughter, I don't know if I would allow those same things. Oh, if she's listening, I'm already sorry in advance. It's so crazy, because I just felt like, I don't know. I don't even know how to word it. So I hope if you're watching this, you can be like, I don't know either. We can be like basically lost together. So now that we acknowledge those odd feelings, in the workplace, oh my god, I don't even want to talk about the workplace, because literally all the professional jobs I've had, I view them all up here, like way above me, and I always view myself acá, like, and not in a bad way. I just always feel very thankful, one, that I got like every position I've worked from, like professional job that I've worked since I was 16 up to where I'm at now. I have felt like I'm very grateful. I want to do more than what I needed to do, because I'm given an opportunity, because I always feel like the only person that looks like me is always like the cleaning lady, and when I see her, trust me, I'm the happiest. I've never felt the full capacity of like I belong, or even like I deserve to be there, which is crazy to me, because I have more than enough qualifications all the time where I work at, from my career, my school, my certifications, my background, you know. So that's crazy. So moving forward, if you're a person that are feeling like, holy cow, like yo también me siento así, like valiendo, you know, son sentimientos feos, it's ugly feelings, but ultimately we know that we are trying to do what we can. So again, if you're feeling like that, I've got 3 quick reminders for you guys, and I want you guys to really take note of this. If you need to write them down, please run, go get a paper or take out your phone and be ready to take some notes. And this is very, very straightforward, very easy. I don't want to like overcomplicate the situation. But if you are feeling like this, if you are feeling uncomfortable just because of your background, if you're feeling culturally confused, if you're feeling like your whole race situation is a situation, and I don't even want to get into the topic of our everyday racism or the things that we have to face in our skin. I want you to, number one, give yourself the validation. Remind, and I quote on this, remind yourself that you are good enough. You are more than good enough. Don't wait for any of these folks to give you the validation that you deserve. Point blank, period. And as God says so himself, you are deserving of all good things. You were made in his image. So don't ever allow anyone, or even yourself, because a lot of these things are simply in your mind. So don't ever allow anyone or yourself to make you feel like you're any less of anything, because you're not. Number 2, recognize that this is a battle that you are going through and that you will come out on top. Our parents have taken the first step in this whole life-changing experience for us. Everyone's situation again is very different, but our parents, if you guys come from immigrant parents like I do, know that our parents have taken the first initial step of this whole thing. They already came into this country, whichever way they came, which most of the time it is a difficult way that they came in. I know my dad, my mom, they came very hard situations, and their stories are honestly so beautiful to me. I always love to hear them. But now it's our turn. Now it's on to step number 2, and for us, we have to heal, we have to grow, we have to keep going on their legacy. We can't just come to a whole stop because our parents have already came this far, and we're not about to just suddenly stop and say that this was enough, because no, our parents had and have big dreams for us. We have to acknowledge that our parents did come with little to no money, and honestly a lot of them didn't know a lick of English. So again, we cannot just fully come to a halt and be like, oh pues yeah, I mean, this is it. Like, our parents are like, what? No, we're not gonna do that. Our part is to work hard on ourselves, on our career, on our education, and honestly just enjoy. Because another topic that I'm not ready to get into is all that guilt of us being able to enjoy when our parents sometimes still don't, or never had our life, or the opportunities that we have. And last in my list is going to be to give yourself love and grace. And I say this probably on most of my videos and not all of my videos. We are so hard on ourselves. We have to take a moment to just like take a deep breath and release all of our bad energy, our bad thoughts. We need to stop holding ourselves back. We need to literally love on ourselves and say, si se puede, yes, we can do this, we are more than capable, and we simply have to practice self-care, you know? It's crazy, it seems like whatever, but it is very much a thing. Hopefully some of these topics do touch your heart, do make sense to some of you guys. Hopefully some of you guys can honestly relate to these things and learn something and have this as a reminder, as keep pushing, don't give up. I don't know where you are in your life, in your career, in your family, but levántate y no te dejes. Sigue, continúa y échale ganas. Whatever you do, know that our parents always have wanted better for us, and we can do it. We shouldn't hold ourselves back, and whatever our surroundings are, we shouldn't allow those things to hold us back either. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this video wasn't frustrating to anyone, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel because there are more videos coming your way.